Lord, we thank you for this Bible study. We thank you for all those that traveled here. We thank you for our lesson that we're going to learn. Please open our minds to hear and retain it and carry it out through the rest of the week. Amen.
Amen. All right. Well, I'm just going to give us the introduction to this little series that we're going to be dealing with. And I want us to, we're going to be taking notes. We're going to work with this one because this one's going to go deep. It's something that we have touched on in time past, but I think it's something that we have to go at from time to time. And I've been trying to think of what to call it. I know what I'm doing, but what to call it, just like I tried to figure out that CPR. But I think it's on the lines of discovering self.
Okay.
Finding myself.
Self-discovery.
Self-discovery is what I got written right here. I'm waiting for the first person to say something.
It'd be your twin.
Huh?
It would be your twin.
Would be my twin. So,
Hey.
So self-discovery. And I know this is not a counseling session, but it's going to be something like that. A discussion, but it's going to try to open up some things in us. So we're going to start with a few questions. You have your pen and your paper, and I want you to think about and name the thing that made you the happiest as far back as you can remember. When you were a child, your first memory that made you the happiest. And write that thing down.
That's true.
Okay, say that again.
Name the thing that made you the happiest as far back as you can remember. Your first memory that made you the happiest. Did y'all get that? Mm-hmm. Y'all got it written down? Do y'all remember, or do you have to think a little bit? It could be.
It was a long time ago, Pastor.
Some
It was a long time ago. I had to
people are
think.
older
Some
than
people
others.
are older.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
Yeah,
just
but,
taking notice of it.
and I'm going to deal with that, Sister Toya, that you said some people are a little older. I'm going to deal with that.
Leave us alone.
much older.
Leave us alone.
I'm about to let Tony go in a minute.
I'll come over there and hug you.
Like what? Like, could it be
It could be
like a place we went to?
a place you went to. It could have been something that happened with your mother, your father. Just something that made an impact on your life. The thing that you can't forget, that hurt you the worst.
Okay. I remember that.
That brought forth the pain.
I'm sorry, Pastor. Can you please repeat that for me, please?
The first one or the second?
The first one was when your first happy moment or something like that.
Yeah. Thing that made you the happiest.
Okay.
And then the thing that was the worst thing that happened to you as far back as you can remember. Now these are going to be some things that's going to be hard to share, I'm sure. And now I want you to kind of write for both of those things some of the emotions, the things that you felt when both of those things occurred, when both of those things happened. Kind of strange class tonight, ain't it? All right. Well, now, for someone that would be willing, y'all, have you written, or you probably still writing, I'm trying to get some.
I'm still writing, but I can share.
Huh?
I'm still writing, but I can share because I remember it.
You can share?
Yeah. If you want me to.
Okay, let's see. Go ahead.
Is that what you're trying to do? Share?
I'm going to now, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I don't want to go ahead either.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. One of the happiest things, this is as far back as I can remember, something that made me happy was I was in elementary and I was in 4th grade, and my classmates begged the teacher if they could take time out to out of class that day after recess to give me gifts for my birthday. And I remember hearing the teacher say they've never seen people do this for another one of their peers before. And they sat me in a chair and people bought me gifts. And I was in the 4th grade. So I had never experienced that before. That made me feel really special. And then the thing that caused the most pain is when I was 11 and I found out that what I believed to be my adopted aunt was really my biological mother. And I had known her all my life. And I was the second oldest of 5 and the only one she gave up. And so I couldn't understand why me. And the emotions that I had from my happiness, I felt special. And I felt, looking back now that I can put it into words, I felt honored. And to hear the teachers say that they had never seen like a child have any impact like this on people before, on their peers before, that made me feel special and appreciated, and it also made me feel valued. And then the emotions that I felt when I was 11 were the exact opposite.
Explain something. You said exact opposite.
I didn't feel valued. I felt neglected. I felt rejected. I felt like I wasn't good enough to fight for. I felt like just like I wasn't good enough. So like I was literally the only one out of 5. So, and I wasn't even the oldest, and you normally hear about it being the firstborn, but I was the second, and then she had 3 more children. So I just felt like, what was it about me that I wasn't good enough for you to keep?
So it left you with questions.
Yeah. And self-worth and self-esteem issues. I remember exactly when all that stuff was planted, because before I didn't have any of that. Like, I was one of the most consistent children. I was on the gifted and talented. I never missed a semester. I was in the honor roll. They tried to skip me up 2 grades. Like, I was a consistent child. I had the same best friend from kindergarten all the way through 5th grade. And when they told me that, literally my whole world changed. It was like I was always searching to be validated, searching to feel needed, wanted, etc.
So it would be safe for me to say that what made the biggest impact on your life was something negative.
100%.
Y'all catch that? So with that being said, a lot of times, and Toya, I heard what you said, and it just opened up a little something different to me. Because a lot of times the things that we deal with will come from, in our childhood, will come from our mother, our father, sisters, brothers, sometimes somebody that's close to the family. But I didn't take the time to think about even the school, you know, because when you look at it, there's times that people are bullied in school as children, and that literally messes up their entire life. But it usually could be something that they did or did not do, something that they weren't able to do for you, and those things really do something to your life. And you answered the question before I even got the opportunity to ask. I wanted to ask about the fact that we have had something good to happen in our lives. We had something bad happen in our lives. And how do those things make you feel then? But I want to know, how has it affected your life even up till now?
We ain't got the time.
Huh?
We don't got the time.
And this is something that I'm asking each and every individual to do and to deal with here. How has it affected your life even up till now?
Every way. Every
Huh?
All right. Happiest thing, singing and dancing with my mom. Okay, how did it make me feel? Happy, loved, embarrassed, proud to be her son, and very playful.
That's a blessing that you had the opportunity to dance with your mother, because mine wouldn't dance with me. I played Sadie. I played Tupac, Dear Mama.
Yeah.
I tried to dance with her and she fell on the floor.
Dance with that.
She said, I'm not dancing.
She gonna throw up 9 O's. What she gonna do?
Hey, you ain't got to do that.
Our song was the one, I always love my mama. She's my favorite. Yeah. All our boys had to dance with. Now the most hurtful time that I remember was the separation of my parents.
How old were you?
I was in the 6th grade when they separated. I was a mama's boy and I was a daddy's boy. So it made me feel angry, confused. It actually set me back, withdrawn. I felt like it was my fault. A trust issue went out the door. It was hard for me to trust people because I felt that if it happened from the two people that I was crazy about, loved and jive, if they do that to me, then anybody could. So I went through school. I was the oldest of 4 boys. I had 3 boys behind me, 3 brothers behind me. So I led a pack with my cousin and stuff, for a while we terrorized the people that had it, that had that complete family. So I was the subject of being bullied, but I was a bigger bullying. We talked about the kids that had both parents in the house. We grew up on a block where all the people had two parents. And my father was the first to walk out in a neighborhood where it was a two-parent neighborhood. So they thought that the William boys is gonna be trouble. So I'm thinking, if that's what y'all wanna think, I can show you trouble. So I'm the oldest, and my brother followed me, and we was a little trouble for a while. Now, how it affect me now? Don't take this wrong. I mean, excuse what I'm saying. I miss the hell out of my mama. And I'll be honest with you. She been gone, what, about 6 years? I miss my mama. And the last 3 years of her life, she didn't even know me. And I miss my mama. I felt that I was shortchanged back to the time when both of them, when they both left. My father's not here no more, but me and my father went through as an adult, a clash of the Titans. But when he was when he was in hospice, the thing I asked my dad was, and I never knew this about my father, did you believe in God? Was you saved? And although I couldn't stand the ground he walked on, I didn't like my father that much. But God sent me there, and I prayed with him. And when I got home, because I'm here in Minnesota, in Des Moines. When I left him, we went to church that next day, and I told my wife, I said, something is wrong. And he passed. Now, don't get me wrong. Love is one thing, like is another. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Mother Hazel told me all the time.
Yeah.
I don't like you. I love you, but I don't like you.
Yeah. But that was how it affect me now. Yeah. Yeah, how it affect me now, that's what it is. Yeah, so it made an impact of the Tony you see now.
Amen.
I have a tendency of, I could be sweet and stuff, but I'm like that light switch.
And I think you said something, Tony, that we can take from. Because sometimes through our lives, let me say something on something you said. I wouldn't say I love the hell out of it, because you didn't experience the hell. What you told me about was love. So you could replace that with love.
Okay, I missed the love out of it.
Right. So, younger folks, they sometimes get caught up into things. And I'm almost going to the end of this point already, and it's really early, but you brought it out, so I thought I would deal with it. But when we get older, it becomes a teachable thing opposed to something that we're still dealing with and going through. But we can feel it, but yet it's more of a teachable situation other than what we call a trigger.
That's why I love my boys.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's why I love my boys.
And so what I wanted to deal with is these things that we're talking about and dealing with, they are our roots. That's what it is. They are roots. And when it comes down to it, oh my God, this is going to be strong and long and hard. This is going to be something different, this little lesson. But when it comes down to it, when you think of a root, the root, the more you grow, the deeper the roots go.
Yes.
And roots are something that grabs a hold of what's under you,
Right.
so that you will not be able to be moved. And a lot of times, I'm trying not to go to the end, but a lot of times we don't understand that there is a way to get rid of those roots. Even the Bible says that we have the authority to speak, and the trees will be plucked up by the root. So God is able. And not only that, but we have to realize, recognize who we are, why we are who we are, and where we come from. Does that make any sense?
Yes, it do.
Even when it comes down to it, I didn't grow up around my dad like that. We moved up here, and my mother let me know that she was afraid that my dad was going to somewhat take her or something, take me or something. It was some heat between the two. And with that heat, I ended up feeling it. And if I go there, I'll tell you the thing that really got me as a child. And we went back and forth to Mississippi. And I was glad to be able to see that I had a dad. But I was so stuck to my mom, I didn't want to go nowhere, didn't want to do that. But my dad came up and they was going back and forth. And I heard it, tried to act like I didn't hear it, but I was listening. And I was about 3-4 years old. And we turned around and he finally said, I got the right, so I want to take my son. And he took me just to do it. And as soon as I got in the car, we went down a hill and pulled into this place, this house. And he dropped me off and said, I'll be back to get you. I've got something to do.
Wow.
And when he did that, I went in that house with people I didn't know. And this woman beat me. And I'm not talking about like with a belt and beat me like that. But she kicked me in my stomach, punched me in my head, slammed me on my back, and kept kicking me across the room. Beat me. And I looked up in that house, and I saw my cousin, my mother's first cousin. And when I saw her, I thought she would help me. I called her name, and that lady choked me and hit me for calling her name. And I turned around and she put me against the wall and said, if you say something to your mom or dad, I'm going to kill him.
And how old was you?
I was about 4 years old.
Wow.
And I got to the point to where we was headed back to Des Moines on the Greyhound bus. And I was still shook up and messed up. I mean, I think, I don't know, it might have been knocked out, but I remember, felt like I was gone, then I got back up.
Wow.
That was a messed up thing. It's something I'll never forget. I can remember that just like it was today. So when we was on that bus, I think we got around to St. Louis somewhere, where I knew that my mom couldn't get in trouble or nobody could hurt her. And I told her what happened. And I ain't never seen my mom go crazy like that, wanting to hit things in the bus station, going crazy. And talking about she getting back on the bus, I'm going back. And I told her her cousin was there, she was ready to beat up her cousin. And I know they watch on Facebook, they'll see that she was going to get beat up too. Yeah. But anyway,
No, she said me get beat up.
no, not her. No, I wasn't talking about y'all, I'm talking about you beating up your cousin. That was watching. And that changed my life. It brought me an awareness that I could really get hurt. I wasn't a stranger to a belt, a shoe. I wasn't a stranger to getting that, but I was a stranger to this. And it made me cautious. It made me not trust. And it even put hatred in my heart. So, and not only that, but it affected me even up till now. To the point to where when I went back home, I would literally lock myself in my grandmother's bathroom when my father would come to pick me up. I just wouldn't go with him because I didn't trust him. Because I thought this happened because of him. Are y'all hearing me? This table is the noisiest table in the church right now. Mother Pearl, Sister Brittany, her daughter, and all that. Mother Hazel's the only one that ain't noisy right now. So, it changed me. And not only that, there are good things that came from it. Elder, one good thing that came from it is not only that, but I became a protector. You know, and when it came to my youngest brother and youngest sister, Kenneth and Rolanda, I wouldn't let anything happen to them because I was afraid of the things that this world was going to bring. We get in the car, and if Kenneth goes to sleep on the door, I'll hold him. I wouldn't let him even sit by the door because I'm thinking something bad could happen. So it messed me up, gave me panic. It put some things in me that shouldn't have been in a child. And when you look back, Brother Jeray, did they tell you what we did or what we're looking at right now, sir?
I'll tell them.
Okay, let him know. And so that's a bad thing that happened. And with those things, I go back to its roots. Those roots tried to make me stay the person that I was. Everybody know the testimony. Brother Roman repeats it and he laughs when he does. But my first robbery was at 11 years old. My first shooting was at 13. You know, I smoked cigarettes at the age of 9 years old, having my own pack of cigarettes in my pocket. You know, I was a young alcoholic. I did all these things, and it stemmed from those roots. But do you know that other things that happen along the way are things that just decorate that plant, decorate that tree, put a pot around it, if you understand what I'm saying. And it looks like sometimes we can't win from losing. We have that rolling snowball effect. Things just get bigger, like a snowball rolling down a snowy hill. So the things in our lives can cause either trust or distrust. It can cause joy or pain.
Right.
It can give you happiness or depression. It can make you free or it can make you cautious. And the question comes, why have I not been able to choose what I want to be? How many people in here want to be happy? Just want to be happy. But it's a point in time in our lives, no matter how much we want to be happy, sometimes it looks like we simply can't find it.
Wow.
Are y'all catching this?
Wow.
And a lot of times it stems from our roots. There are some that have dealt with molestation, some that have dealt with abuse, some that have dealt with, oh my God, neglect, dealt with so many things. And those things made us who we are. But what about thinking about before that? Are you understanding? What about if it didn't happen at all? Who am I? Who was I? What would I be? Are y'all catching this?
Yeah.
Sister Pinky, I love it, girl. You always catching something. Y'all see how she catches too. Yay! All right, girl. So, who am I? This ain't the type of teaching we used to, is it?
This what we need.
Huh?
We need this.
Who am I? Who would I be? What if I did, like Brother Tony, grow up with my mother and father in the same home? What if I did, have everything I wanted and needed? And I can't blame my mother for this and that. She gave all she had. She was supposed to be saved, and she even lied to us to make us feel good.
Unnecessary lie.
Huh?
Unnecessary lie.
Unnecessary lie. But it was a lie. Listen. She told us this because we wasn't in school. We didn't know, we didn't understand. But we didn't have money for Christmas. So what ended up happening? She told us, I said, when is Christmas? Everybody else celebrating Christmas. They say the 25th of December. She said, no, Christmas is the 2nd this year.
2nd of January.
2nd of January. That's when I get my welcome. Christmas is the 2nd.
That's good. All right, Mother Pearl. Amen. That's a mother for you right there.
As soon as that check came, she left us in that house and went to the store, got on, I remember this like yesterday. She said, I'm getting on the number 7 bus. 7th and Walker. And went to Kmart. Lord, and she brought us back some presents. And we up here talking about it's Christmas. Then we go outside and go showing our friends our Christmas presents. They said, what? Christmas was a long time.
Y'all got y'all Christmas when y'all went back to school.
Oh, you better know it. And I tell you what, it made me very happy because we wasn't forgot about it.
That's right.
Ain't not when you want, but he's always gonna die. Huh?
Yeah.
So these things, And a lot of times the point that I was going to bring out, and Toya brought it out in her story before I even got the opportunity to, is that a lot of times the things that make the lasting impact on your lives are the bad things. Not the good things. Do you know how many good things we experience? How many good days we've had? You can go to a restaurant 50 times and you get something good every time. Then you go there and see a bug growing on the table. I'm done with that restaurant. I know I am. I'll never look at it again. I don't care how many pest controls you call.
Huddle House.
He still ain't Huddle House.
No, I didn't. Not when I saw that roach.
I started going to the other.
I was done.
Thank you, baby. Now, so it is most of the time the bad things that leave a lifelong scar, a lasting effect on your life.
Yes.
You know, and throughout these few weeks, we're going to try to find out how to heal.
Yes.
How to find ourselves again. See, I thought I was grown as a little boy. I thought I was grown. I went down to Mississippi, supposed to be going with my dad then. I ended up going to my grandma's. Then my aunt had a house. We shared it. Then she got tired of me acting up in there. I'm just 13, 14 years old. So she went and stayed with mama. So that was my house. Did whatever I wanted to. I was grown. And then I turn around and get saved after I'm really grown. And when I get saved, I turn into a kid all over again.
Reborn.
I'm saying a lot of stuff here, y'all. And I'm hoping you catch it. I turn into a kid all over again.
Reborn. Reborn.
I wasn't that same evil, mean monster that I was. Because of the fact that what was in me, the things that was rooted and grounded in me, somehow got plucked up. And they got moved out. I forgave. I tried to let go. Now, I will say there are some things that hurt me later on in life. When I came to the point of remembering.
You had to deal with it.
See, and that's another thing that we're going to deal with. There's a difference in between suppressing and letting go. That's right worthy right there. There's a difference between suppressing something and then letting something go. So in some things, what I did, I suppressed them. And when you suppress something, it comes out at the wrong time.
Yes. Violently.
Woo! You better ask somebody. Can't even control yourself when it decides to stand up. And suppressing is like sweeping something up under the rug. Guess what? You're sweeping all this dust in the house every day up under that rug. And when people step on that rug, you know what's going to happen? Clouds gonna come up in there. The dust gonna start coming through the rug.
Then you start sneezing, eyes start watering.
Yeah, all that type of mess going on. Because there's still dirt in the house. And so what we got to try to do is figure out how to get what we need. In Toya's case, there are times, Toya, that when you feel neglected, and this ain't you, this is for everyone else, when you feel like you weren't chosen, like you were rejected and let go, sometimes you put on something that you should not put on in order to get that type of attention.
Every time.
Get some other attention.
Yep.
And sometimes that attention that we go after is messed up.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's negative.
Yep.
It have you doing like them folks used to do on Facebook that I used to preach about. They get on the sink and do like this. With their back up. Yeah, taking pictures. I mean, you're thirsty. Come on now. And you're thirsty and starving for that attention.
Yes.
And sometimes whatever you put out to get attention, you got to know that negativity brings forth negativity.
Oh yeah.
You understand that? There are some people that negative people won't even talk to. They'll get messed up. Talisa, when you're sanctified, they don't even know how to talk to you right. They'll knock stuff over off the desk and be clumsy doing all that.
Amen.
We done talked about it. Everybody know. So when we do that, you know, we got to learn how to attract the right things. Sometimes we bury ourselves in ourselves. Y'all didn't catch that one, did you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We bury ourselves in our depression, in our distrust, in our pain. We bury ourselves in that.
Yes.
So we put all that mess around us.
Isolation.
Woo! And even deeper. You're right. So why can't we go back to find that which was good? So we can bury ourselves in trust, in joy, in happiness, in freedom. We're going to find that. We're going to find it. I done talked a little bit. Lord, help me, and time passed so quick. So self-discovery is what we're going to be talking about for the next few weeks. Self-discovery, discovering self. So let me reiterate, or rather go over what I've asked some to do. I've asked us to name the thing that made you the happiest as far back as you can remember. I want us to then name the worst thing that happened to you as far back as you can remember. And I did that purposely. I didn't name the thing that made me the happiest. I named that because that's who made me what I was. Then I wanted you to look at and name some of the things, emotions, and all the things that you have felt when those things occurred. And after that, I wanted you to tell how it affected you even up till now. Now at the end, I want you, and maybe you can do this as homework, but what I want you to do is think about the things, write down the things that you want to get rid of. You don't want to feel that way anymore. You don't want that to be a part of your life anymore.
Habits.
Huh?
Even habits.
Even habits.
Coping mechanisms.
That's right. Coping mechanisms. Y'all got that?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give us the introduction to what I'm going to be dealing with. I've been doing some study on that. Go ahead, Daniel.
So you said self-discovery. I dig all those topics, but I thought about when I get pimples on my face, and I get pimples on my face when I've been feeling some kind of way, and I eat too much chocolate too late at night, and after that I get pimples, and I don't like the pimples,
But you like the chocolate.
but I like the chocolate. So, cause and effect, I mean, I'm hearing all those topics that you're thinking of, and I'm hoping like when we're doing some self-discovery, we really think about part of it that we do to ourselves to make that output?
Oh, I was definitely getting there.
No, I'm saying, I hope we, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
Oh, yeah.
That's some good stuff, Pastor.
Oh, yeah.
Sister Toya, can you put that in the thing so I can go back and write and get it off the thing? Thank you, Sister Toya.
What's the name, Joy? I'm trying to figure that one
I
out.
don't know. That's
Oh,
why.
You don't know?
write it online on the thing.
The thingamajig.
Are you saying what he's saying?
Yeah, write the questions right
Oh.
on the thing. Thank you, baby.
You always can tell a
That's
person's
some
age when
stuff.
they can't name exactly what the thing is, but they know it's a thing.
But then we expect.
Yeah, no.
The
thing.
Don't go leave Donnie alone right now.
I do.
I'm not going today. I got you, Donnie.
Thank you, Pastor. See,
So,
you know what the thing is.
And this is good. And I hate that we only have an hour to deal with things like this because you can barely, Jeray, you can barely. Jeray,
He's
you can
working.
barely what?
He's working.
She didn't want it.
To his
Let me say
defense, that was Sunday morning
that
message.
was Sunday morning.
Because you can't go in the gym.
You're supposed to be scratching the surface in here. You're supposed to be going beyond the
No
surface.
more
Excuse me,
than
sir.
that. Yeah. So we really want to get in this because this is heart touching. I mean, honestly, who in here didn't get touched when Tony was talking about how he felt and this and that? Who didn't get touched by the things that Toya went through? You know, and I don't want to, and maybe I will allow, because sometimes we don't know who each other. We don't know each other. And sometimes knowing each other shows us, you know, why we are the way we are sometimes. You understand? Why we are the way that we are. You know, sometimes we might think somebody just mean. They just messed up. They're this, they're that. They're stuck up. They don't talk to nobody. And don't have any idea of the things that they have been through. The things that life has done to them. Toya and Jeray.
I just wanted to say that the last time we did something similar to this, when we did the Roots class, it had brought up a whole lot of stuff that I didn't even realize like was still there. And I can remember feeling like that 11-year-old girl again. And I remember like feeling scared. I remember feeling like, and it made me kind of withdraw from even the people who I was closest to because I don't know, it just did something to me mentally and emotionally when I had to like relive that again. And then
What we're going to try to figure that one out because it should make you feel empowered.
no, so that's what I'm saying. That's what happened before. And then because I realized that I had to confront it and I had never done that. And so I was like in a very vulnerable place and I was like scared. But anyway, I said that to say that this time, like as I'm talking about it, it doesn't make me feel that way.
That's cool. Direct.
I know I came in late. I just wanted to know if I could share.
Go ahead.
Partially because writing it down kind of brought back a lot of emotions that I just kind of get off of me. But also I know that it possibly can help somebody. So my first good memory, I remember when I went to North High School's open gym with my brother one summer, and I remember being happy because I was the only kid there playing basketball with my brother and all the other high schoolers. And I used to love hanging out with my brother because he was older. He was the only older male figure in my life that I felt like didn't neglect me or make me feel like he didn't care about me. And I felt like I would always kind of like look to older males for everything because my dad wasn't like present or whatever. And so I always remember, for some reason, that's like one of the main memories from like the earliest I can remember that always kind of stuck with me. The first bad memory I remember, it's kind of like not one specific thing, but like a period of time. And I remember when I would call my dad, and his wife at that time would like answer the phone and hang up on me. And then he wouldn't call me back. And when I did talk to him, he would like always tell me like that he was sitting for me, but like never ever did. And then I remember teaching myself at like a really, really young age, after experiencing all those things, like to not have expectations and to not acknowledge or deal with my feelings so that I wouldn't get hurt anymore.
Wow.
And so like more presently, I've become like more emotionally mature and aware. And you know, I know a little bit better of how to deal with stuff and how to, you know, deal with things. But often sometimes I find myself like resorting to avoidance when I feel like a situation or something or someone might be.
I need these kids to stay in one spot.
Yes, sir.
I often find myself resorting to avoidance when I feel like something or someone or something hurts me or is hurting me, so that I don't have to feel that anymore. Because it's like, you know, like we learned in that tactical training, when you're in duress, you know, you resort back to your lowest level of training. And it's like the first thing that I ever taught myself how to do was to protect myself, to not be hurt. So it's like, whenever I can sense like something might hurt me or somebody might hurt me, I kind of have a natural tendency to start to kind of avoid, whether it's being around or talking about this specific thing or whatever. And I do better now, but I would struggle and sometimes still struggle to express or articulate my feelings. And the first time I realized how that really affected me was really in the beginning of my marriage, because often, we've talked about this openly, but like oftentimes my wife would express to me that she felt like she was always wondering how I felt. And that was when it hit me, like she didn't know how I felt because I didn't express myself really, because I didn't know how to, because I avoided doing it because I didn't want to open myself up, or I didn't want to leave myself vulnerable to be hurt.
Wow.
And so I had to literally learn how to express my feelings as a grown man.
Wow.
But yeah.
So we know that things change you and make you who you are. And in the end, I want us to understand that we are the light of the world. And whenever light is turned on, darkness flees immediately. Not only does darkness flee immediately, but whenever light's turned on, the darkness don't get an opportunity to even understand what light is. It can't comprehend it. And if we be the light, if we shine on things, we're not giving things the opportunity to shine on us. You understand what I'm saying? We make things happen instead of letting things make us.
Wow.
We make our environment, and we don't let our environment make us. Are y'all catching what I'm trying to say?
Oh yeah.
So that's what I want us to understand. So before we're done in these couple weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, we're going to go back and take everything that's been stolen from us, so we can stand up and be who God has called us to be. All the pain, all the hurt, all that. Listen, I'm not letting you ride my back for this many years. You get what I'm saying? Why am I going to let you stay on my back for 50 years? All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and close dealing with. I feel that now. And right now, I don't even hardly want to let it go. Because I feel like there's going to be some breaking. I feel like there's going to be some deliverance. I feel like there's going to be some letting go. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So we're going to have Sister Toya come and raise our offering. Then we'll see if the kids have anything that they wanted to present or give to us. Then we'll close on it. All right. Hopefully y'all got something out of that. Did y'all get something? And make sure you bring your pens. I'll make sure
I got mine right
some
here.
paper. What is that?
Thank you. I guess it would be better if I asked for it.
Money sign, Revival Center, IA, if you want to give on Little Clock, give for 5. It is.
Give them fly.
Not live. Have we stopped?
Give for 5, Revival Center. Revival
stop that,
Center, Des Moines, Iowa. You can get the next time.